Maybe you want to hit the movies. 80s this weekend, a little too windy to be out by the pool. Josh Bell from Las Vegas Weekly, the film editor, is in studio with us to talk about a new Ben Affleck movie that is out today, and let us know how it's, what's it called, The Accountant, right?
The Accountant, yes.
Yeah,
Ben Affleck is the accountant.
He is the accountant. I've been hearing like mixed reviews about this one, but you went to see it and you say...
It's very bad.
That's
what I'm sorry to report, yes.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck, I like Ben Affleck. I think we were just talking about him as a director. I think he is a really strong director. He's got another thriller coming out later this year that he directed, but this one, in which he's just an actor, it's a very weirdly conceived thriller. He plays an accountant, but he's also sort of a super weapons expert and hand-to-hand combat action star, and all of this is kind of explained by the fact that he's autistic. And this movie has a very kind of misguided, outdated conception of autism, which I think some people might actually find kind of offensive. But beyond that, it's completely ludicrous. The plot twists that come up as this movie goes on. I saw it in a theater full of people, and we get to the big reveal towards the end of the film, and people were laughing, which is not a good sign when you're making a serious thriller.
I was going to say, and they were not meant to laugh. This
I
was a
really
serious
don't think
part of the movie,
This is the amazing reveal when you find out what's the true background of this one character and how he relates to Ben Affleck, and people were just kind of cracking up. And I think this movie, its tone is completely off. It's kind of, it's very serious at times, but then you've got Anna Kendrick as this kind of flighty fellow accountant character that Ben Affleck tries to connect with, but of course, since he's autistic, he can't really relate to her, and so you've got some silly comedic moments with that, and you got a lot of big action shootouts, and some of the action is okay. I think Ben Affleck, we were talking also about his role as Batman, and he's good at playing this kind of grim, intense, violent character, and so there's some all right action, but story-wise, it just gets more and more ridiculous, and it's got all this endless exposition, and I think it's kind of a mess, honestly.
Okay, so we kind of need to wait till his next one, hoping for a big, for him to redeem himself.
I hope so, yeah. Live by Night is his film that he wrote and directed that's coming out later this year, a period drama, and that looks a lot more interesting. I'm hopeful for that one.
So this one isn't even like rentable, The Accountant.
I can't really recommend it. Maybe for sort of a campy, so bad it's good kind of value, but beyond that, I can't really say much good about it.
Okay. We wanted to touch on something else that's out that's pretty popular is Kevin Hart's stand-up concert movie. It's called What Now? And I see a lot of people talking about this one too, and people really get into the stand-up thing, and people love Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he's hugely popular. I mean, he's just about the only stand-up comedian who can put out one of these concert movies in theaters and have people show up and see it as opposed to on Netflix or HBO or something like that. And this was shot at a stadium, a football stadium in Philadelphia in front of 50,000 people. It's amazing how popular this guy is.
Okay.
And I think if you're a fan of Kevin Hart, you'll enjoy this. It's nothing new or different from him, really, and he's gotten so famous and so rich that some of his everyday concerns are maybe a little beyond normal people, but he manages to be self-deprecating, and his jokes are light and fun. I think that's why he appeals to a wide range of people. So if you like him, it's worth seeing. If you're not a Kevin Hart fan, there's really nothing here that's going to win you over, though.
Okay, so it'll work if you like him. Kind of like most comedians. You're not going to, well, you probably wouldn't get it if you were like, I don't really like his type of comedy.
Right, yeah. And he's not doing anything new or different with this movie that he hasn't already done before. It's just kind of on a larger scale.
You looking forward to the Chris Rock reveal on Netflix? That's cool.
That could be cool, yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. Even Chris Rock can't bring audiences into a theater, but Kevin Hart can do it. It's amazing how popular this guy is.
True. Interesting. Okay, thanks, Josh, so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Catch Josh's reviews in Las Vegas Weekly, of course, and he'll be back next week when we're talking Tom Cruise, right? Can't wait. Stay with us.